What's up YouTube? This is HeyHoBrando. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is Minecraft Adventure Part 4. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm having this seed and this chicken following me around. Well, like in the last episode you saw, we had a little bit of a farm going on down the bottom of the basement. So you'll be able to see that a little bit more now, because Joseph actually made a little contraption that will help us get some eggs, because we're really not going to use the chicken for food, because we have both the cows and the sheep. That'll be our main point of food, but who knows, I might just have to expand upon it, make it into food, try to do entity clutter to make it go on, and I was having a little bit of trouble here with the chicken to get up here. But once we do get them up here, you turn in, and there you go. You can already see a little bit of it. I told Joseph I had the chicken, and he was all excited for it, and showing me where it's at, and yeah, he already had one chicken in there, so we brought him up and put the second one in here. So eventually, when they start laying eggs, we'll have a bunch of eggs that I still don't know what we're going to do for it. I know you can make cakes with it, but I really don't really care all that much. At this point, not having worked on the wall for quite a while, I want to actually get onto it and see what I can get up to it, and I figured out eventually what would be a good height for it, because we are going to be making this into a tower as time goes on, and I keep on wondering at that point on how big of this thing is going to be. And I know with the height limits probably getting up close, I think it's like 250, I can't remember, but here I was like figuring out, oh, where should I go, how should I do this, but eventually I do get it working properly, and I just wanted to make sure I had everything going accordingly to plan. Now that I had a pretty good idea of how high I wanted the walls to be on here, I believe it was at 7 per wall. I was just finishing up over here now. I just wanted to get everything all set up properly so I can actually get the floor done. And I think right now everything's looking pretty good, and by the end of this you're going to see just how the thing is going to be looking. But yeah, I still had at least a few more to go, just doing a little other things, and pretty soon I'll have to start getting up the baseline to get everything situated and make sure everything is properly aligned. One big new thing that happened is that we had one of our other friends, Dragoon, the Rage Quit Spartan. If you remember him, he's been in a few other of my videos. He wanted to join in on the Minecraft world, or more so I asked if he wanted to play for a bit. So he's actually going to have his own base that I'm actually going to showcase at the end of this video. At the end of this video, you're going to see a small little tour of how the base is going to get a sort of show of how things have been differently. And at this point, I was just trying to get up to him. I saw his name up there, and just to see that he's here, he was freaking out about the mountain. So like, he picked his place. He's not going to be in the tower, and eventually too, Joseph is actually going to move out of the tower to make his own one. So we'll actually have bridges crossing over, and I think I'll even make my own home somewhere else as well, or even just make the tower my own home and have it like as a top floor type of thing. But right now, I was just over here meeting Dragoon. He needed some food, and I decided, and I'm going to tease him a bit by him saying he needs some food. I mean, look at that. You already see how tall the place is right there, just from the center of the corner. And I just wanted to tease him just a little bit by him saying he needed food. Yeah, me being the dick I am. So I eat a couple of bread right in front of him before chucking in the rest of it that he needed. Decided to show the end of it. I was actually finally able to get the flooring all done on the top. I'll find a way to plug in that hole up there so it doesn't look like it's there. But yeah, we finally were able to finish up the whole ceiling, or more so Joseph, he was able to finish a lot of it as I was up there getting Dragoon his food. So it's like, hey, that's great, we got that up now. First floor officially done. Don't know what we're going to be doing for the second floor. I'm just basically making a tower and deciding later on what floors we're going to be. I have a few ideas I want to do. I want to like maybe make like another thing where it's sort of like pushing outward and everything, and eventually I will be adding some decorations to the first floor just so it doesn't make it look as plain, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon. I just want to get the building done, and at this point I'm just trying to figure out what can we do, where can I put everything at, because we got a lot of stuff, and eventually I need to make more chests just to fill everything in, but for now, that's not on my mind right now. with the fact that Dragoon wanted to have his own little area to call his own, we
Yeah.
decided to make our own little bridges.
And we
These
can
are
put the
only going to
side
be
as like a
probably
train track
temporary, or
eventually.
probably we'll have it where each of our bridge are our own designs. Joseph thought that this would be a pretty cool thing to have as a little railing, because we have a lot of bamboo, so he thought that this would be a good idea to use as railing, of which you'll see in a bit. I just decided I just want to get this thing started off, and when I did look up eventually to see what the heck he was talking about with the bamboo, because I'm thinking like, well, how's that going to work? He actually has it set up on along the side of it that it will be used as a railing so we don't fall over. I wanted to use slabs simply for the fact of mobs don't spawn on it, and we're not
What?
spending a bunch of wood to make the blocks
Oh,
and then having to make torches to light them up
that's
so
this?
that they don't spawn in. But yeah, it took a while to get this
Yeah.
going. Then he's eventually going to do it on his side, and later on, at one point, probably in the next episode, I'll be making a bridge that will be going on the other side. So yeah, you see him over there just working on the railings right over there. I thought it was about time, or close to that time, when we can actually get rid of some of these animals on here. I was farming up quite a bit onto them, and it was time to be like, you know what, time to get some food. So we're gonna cut down these numbers on both the sheep and the cows, because at this point they were just getting so much, and with the sheep constantly eating all this grass, I decided I could get rid of the sheep. Um, Give it time for the grass to regrow before we go on to it. I should have, at thinking of it now, I should have just used the shear them all first before doing all that, but I was like, I don't really feel like it. I was too lazy. I just wanted to get the meat and the leather and the pork chops going on, and left still two just open. But then this little fucker got out, and I was like, yeah, don't care. You're going down. And then the cows seeing the fate of their sheep friends, I was like, yep, guess what? Your turn. What's this? I'm out of the water? Yeah, decided, you know what, I got sick and tired of building for the longest time, and
The
we haven't
Z is the
actually gone
second
on an
part,
adventure
right?
since this happened. This is only episode 4 at this
The
point,
Z.
and I think hour 8 since I've been playing in this world, maybe? I can't remember at this point. I'm gonna stop with how many hours and all that, but I wanted to actually see if I could find anything out there remotely of what I could do. I wanted
Okay.
to find some villagers, because eventually we are going to have to bring some villagers back here to get a farm going on there. I have so many plans I gotta do. I want to make a mob farm. I want to make so many other things, a
And our main
slime
base is at
farm, get
200,
that
so I
going
know
on, and
when to come
ugh,
back at
it's
200.
going to be quite a while before I'm able to do all that. And yeah, I got excited
I
because
found a village.
literally maybe 400 blocks away from where we were, there was actually a village.
Negative
Had no
200.
idea it was that close. Like literally just gone to the thing, turned left, and boom, it was there. So spent a little bit of time just
Basically.
going around here collecting some things. Found some things that I would use, but nothing
Alright,
too
let's see what we got
spectacular.
here.
Found a bell. Haven't used it yet. Don't know when or if I will be using it. And found a cartographer
We got
table.
Wormalone.
Ooh, excuse me.
A
Uh,
lot of Wormalone.
Took a few of their other items that I found around, but really, this place didn't have that much stuff. I'm
I'll
hoping
take
that
that
one
for
day I can
food, because
find
I can always use it.
um, a
They got
blacksmith area,
bells, and I'm
but
stealing for
for
myself.
now, this is all that we can get right now in this area. Hopefully, as time goes on, we can get more, but
Alright,
seeing how this place is and how close it
Sorry,
is,
that's
then,
greater good.
well, we'll have to come back here eventually and take some of these villagers,
What's
and
the greater
me
good
trying to
about
get out
it?
of that doorway.
There's
Went quite
that.
far, and guess what? Found
Oh, shoot,
another
there's a group.
village, and actually
Yeah.
with a desert temple. And like I
Hey,
keep on
desert
saying,
people, I
first
have
time I ever
come to
found a
acquire
desert
your
temple
items.
myself, and I actually found some pretty good stuff, at least for me. It could probably be basic things you find, and yeah, you can see all the stuff I found in the other place. I even found some banners that I'll eventually put around the base doors, and I was actually
Yeah, I'll
missing
take
one.
control of this wood. Let me get this
So I
wood.
need to hopefully find one more banner to
This banner.
purposely make it better, or maybe just use one of the pillagers banners I had just to make it even Steven. So making my way over to the desert temple, my friend's advice in my ears, I decided to throw out a few things I'm not going to eat because I didn't really need all that food. I had this tendency of always carrying way too
Now that
much
I know
things
there's
than I
actually a few
need.
villagers
Decided,
around
okay, let's
my
try to
base,
do
I
this
can
desert
hit them
temple.
from
I've seen
later on.
enough of these. I
Yeah.
know not to drop down the middle. So I went over, dug along the side, went down, and I could see all those things going on. And eventually I found a few little things,
Gunpowder,
gunpowder, we're going to need to make a
always
creeper
good to
farm,
have.
and other things, and eventually I found this.
Enchanting book. Projectile protection 4, loyalty 4, piercing 3.
Now, again, I don't know if that's any good or not in terms of that. I haven't really done any sort of enchanting at all. This just goes to show how basically, air quotation, new I am to Minecraft, even though I've been playing this for quite a long time. I've never actually gotten far enough to really do
And I
any sort of
found
enchanting because of finding
dune
books, and
armor
I need to.
trims.
That's why I want to get the villager so I can get a librarian so I can get more mending, or try to find a mending book. I also found one of those trim things I've never seen before to add to, I'm guessing, armor. That's still new to me, but yeah, basically I was just going around trying to figure out what I could get rid of, get more stuff, and at this point I need to try to figure out how to get out, because I didn't really plan that way to get out in the first.
Hey there, YouTube. This is HeyHoBrando, and like I promised beforehand, we are going to be showing a little bit at the end of the thing, because there are some things I could not show, mostly for the fact of time restraints and limitations on the PlayStation Share Factory, and I just wanted to show how the base is going. So, we were able to finally move this from here over to here, and also we now have a smelter going on to get the ores going on much quicker so we can get that going. Dragoon's base is over along this end, and we'll show that off in a bit, and Joseph's will be over on this end. I don't want to show that part. I really don't want to show their bases, actually, now that I think about it, because that's theirs. We're going to let them, if they want to show their one, we'll do that in one of the other episodes, but yeah, here's the flooring. I'm going to eventually get rid of these. I don't know why they were here in the first place, but we are going to move some things eventually. Just depends on how things are going to be going at. But let's check out the upstairs. And here is the upstairs. The wall is now almost done. We got at least one more row going on, and then there will be the second floor up here. I'm thinking of this one right here to be made as a balcony, or even one more up and start having a balcony so I can have the Toro Gate as its own little thing. I'm going to fill this up here, or even just make it into a sort of glass plane. I'll show you how that looks down over here. Did add this little thing, and as you can see, I added these like I was talking about. I keep saying these, but but yeah, the Toro Gate looks really good. I think I'll just add the backgrounds onto it, because you're really not going to see the backs of it. I might add some more things to kind of make it more jut outward, but I think right now that's fine. We're going to be adding more things along it. I have an idea how to make this really pop, so that this doesn't look flat. We're definitely going to be adding some windows and some designs on it, so don't worry about that. This is not the finished product. As you can see too, this is basically how the other end looked around here as well. Let's jump down here. So yeah, we covered up the whole area over here. They're all covered up. Here's the farm. I want to add more to it, or even just keep building onward this way. Not until it's touching there, but right for what it is right now, this size is pretty good. And we have more seeds onto here, so we decided we want to make it on the other end. And as you can see, I never did make those stairs. We can do another farm over on this end. Still got that dirt bridge, which I'm going to have to make another thing. That, you can see over there, is where the ancient city is. We have it marked off so we can see it. And basically that other city, that village we talked about, that's over there. Over here, like I said, there's Joseph's one. We're going to have to make it better somehow over here. And we're going to have to make a better pathway for over here. Here's our little farm area. Decided to decorate it just a little bit. Go on here, and just when we come back up, we go up this way. I want to make a better stairway, or just something that's better than this. We're back here. So yeah, we left that here from when we did that. But yeah, that's all basically the base going on right now. The only bad thing I don't like about it is that the clouds come through. I mean, you're seeing that right here. The clouds do come through, but I mean, the base is coming along fine. Let's actually go down to the bridge, and you can actually see how high, or how it looks from afar, because you can actually see it, I think, from the water, but we're just going to do it from the bridge, just so you can see how it looks. A couple pandas still over there. But yeah, it's still growing, and I still want to do at least another 2 or 3 floors, because I think the build limit is 350. I want to do maybe another 2 floors, and then make like a flat area on the top, so I could have a beacon up there. But I do want to have a beacon to have it so we can even see that even further and have a sort of like build limit around here. But that's how this is going so far, and I think it's going along really well. We'll see how things go on, and one of these days I'll be going over to here, breaking this down and having a bridge over in the other end so we can have another mountain to either build something. I'm thinking that mountain over there is where I'm going to be making the spawn farmer, not the spawn farmer, the mob farm. So I think that would be a good area over there, far enough away, and hopefully I can get that going and build it up properly. But either way, this has been HeyHoBrando. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Sorry again for how the video audio of this one sounds. Apparently I forgot that I wasn't recording on my good microphone. I was using my headset microphone, so my audio sounds a little weird. So sorry about that. That won't happen in the next one. Either way, this has been HeyHoBrando, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.